better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn.
Hi and good morning. I hope you are all doing well. Actually, today is the last day of January. It is January 31st, and I thought, as usual, I'm just hopping in and give you guys a quick update what's about to happen. I don't know when this Life of a Witch episode will go live, because this week I will film another video, but I thought because I took a day off, I can just hop in and talk with you, my friends. So that's going to happen. And I don't know, it's just a magical day. The birds are chirping. And since I started celebrating these witchy festivals, it's just so magical, because now I can really start to see that we are going into the period of the year, like the time of the year when the sun is showing her face all the time. So that is magical, and the birds are happy about that as well. I have been showing you clips here and there about my walks and how the birds are already like dancing around, playing with each other. Yeah, I love that. And yesterday I bought a few books that I'm going to show you, because you guys seem to be really interested in the books that I read, and I can recommend. So I have 4 new books, and there is something stuck in my eye, but I'm going to show you which books I bought. I'm really excited about them. Maybe you already know, but I hope they give you some inspiration for your own reading practice. So let's do that. Alright, so the first book that I bought is The House Witch and the Enchanting of the Hearth. I think it is pronounced. And I mean, look at it. Isn't that the dream of a kitchen witch? So I don't know. I think it's really, really cute. I really love the covers and the design of the English books. Like, I feel like the German covers are not that pretty most of the time, and the original covers are the best. So that's why I bought it. And I said it before, I really try to read books as much as I can in the original language. So I read German and English books, but when it's like an English book, I try to read it in English. It's not always working, because I read it and I start to have to look up every second word, and then I get frustrated, and then I wait for the German book and buy the German book to read it. But I really try to keep the original language of the book, like to read it in the original language, because I feel like while translating something, it kind of loses its original magic, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I'm really excited for that one. If you have read it, let me know. I don't know what to expect. Like, the back of the book was not actually that catchy. We will see what that secret is about. But really excited to read that. I chose to read another book first, but nevertheless, really excited to dive into this one. There's a lot of pages, and I feel like that's why I decided to go with the other ones first, because that will take me a while. But really, really excited. I mean, just like, look at it, right? And it's by Emily Nikota. So we will see how that goes. I will definitely keep you updated. And as I said, if you read it, let me know how you liked it. But first book, cannot wait to read that. All right, so my next book is Jane Austen. It's a classic. I think in English it's called Pride and Prejudice, and I never read it. And my mother told me that when she was young, she always read Jane Austen, like that was her childhood. And now every time I see a book from Jane Austen and I look at it, she's like, I read that when I was younger. And I'm like, I know, you told me already like 5 times. That's why I always think about you when I see a Jane Austen book. But really, really excited. It has illustrations in it. So I don't know. I also really liked the makeup of the book, the cover, and it was only, I think, 10 euros. So this was on a sale. So really, really excited for it, because I just love, or I have been loving, stories and books that take place in England. I don't know, I just immerse myself into English culture right now. So I don't know, really excited, but I feel like you already know that book. So if you read it, let me know and how you like it. Alright, the next book that I bought is by Helga Gebert, so I think that's a German book. I didn't do any research about the authors or the books yet because I just bought them yesterday, but I think it's a German book, just telling by the name, and it's a book that contains fairy tales. I'm really excited. It's about dwarfs, giants, dragons, mermaids, and all of that good stuff. And I read a little bit of it when I found it. And it's not that it's written for children. I feel like definitely adults can read that as well. And I have been really loving to study ancient texts, like not ancient texts, but like fairy tales and legends and all of that stuff. Also reading into Norse mythology, like about Vikings and stuff, and these kind of books that are related to that, about Celts. So yeah, I have been living my best life while reading about it. I really have been into studying these kind of fantastical beings as well. And I don't know, I feel like there's always something to it when it's just like a book or like it's containing stories of beings that have been around since like hundreds and thousands of years. I feel like there has to be something true to it. And as you know, I believe in fairies as well. Love them. But yeah, really excited to dive into these fairy tales and see what is included. And I don't know, there is like illustrations in it as well. Isn't that so pretty? Yeah, this could be a really cool book to read when you are about to sleep and you don't want to immerse yourself into a bigger story. Then yeah, just read these kind of little fairy tales and you are good to go. So yeah, really excited for that one, and I was really happy when I found it. Alright, and the last book that I bought is that one, and as you can see, the cover is already amazing, and I think in English it's called Tress in the Green Sea, or Tress from the Green Sea, something like that. It is by Richard Sanderson. And I mean, just look at the cover. I really like the cover of the German book more that time. This is my favorite color, by the way, like this emerald green. So really excited. That is the book that I chose to read first because I don't know, it's this kind of weird story, this weird fantasy story that has something of a tale that makes you just want to read it. It's about a girl and she lives on an island, in a green sea. So it's actually playing on another planet. I don't know how it will turn out. I will also keep you updated. But yeah, these are the books that I bought yesterday. I'm really happy because I feel like right now there is so many good books. There is so many beautiful covers, or like books that come out in new editions with beautiful covers. And I love to collect books that I like in different variations. So that's another weird hobby of mine. But yeah, I just thought I'm going to show you what I'm reading so you can see what I read on a day-to-day basis. I try to read every single day before I go to sleep, and I kind of made the promise to myself to turn off my smartphone after 9. So that's something I really try to do. And then I just read, I journal, and that's basically my evening. So yeah, just thought going to share that with you. And now I take my puppy on a walk because she's really frustrated that it took me so long to film that, and she has been getting some vet treatment yesterday and she was like super exhausted, and now she's full of energy again. So yeah, she's waiting and we are going to do that, and then I'm going thrifting again and hope that the thrift store that was closed last time in my last Life of a Witch episode is open. So that's what's going to happen, and I will see you then. Alright, so I hope you can hear me well. I just went to the thrift store that was closed last time I came here in my last Life of a Witch episode, and today it was open, but actually I'm a little bit disappointed. The prices are super high for like things that would cost me €1 or something on the flea market or at the flea market. So I didn't buy anything except one thing, which are one of these little things. I'm so bad at explaining, where you can put crystals and stuff inside. So yeah, I bought one of these because I like to find them, and when I find them I tend to get them. But yeah, that was a disappointment. I found the things that I saw at the website and they looked amazing, but they were like 40-50 euros, and I was like, yeah, I will think about it, but I didn't buy them because that's way too much for like a little cabinet. So yeah, I have 1.5 hours until the other shop opens, so I don't know what I'm going to do during that time. I will try to find a little cafe where I can hang out, but yeah, that's the plan. I didn't think I will be finished in like 10 minutes or something, but the shop was quite small. So yeah, that's the thing that was happening. And now I'm going to drive to the other shop and try to find a cafe near there. So see you then. Yeah, we went back. That was actually the reason why I wanted to go back to the thrift store, because I could not stop thinking about them. And while I was editing the video, I was like, why didn't I get them? They were so cute. And it's like owls sitting on books, so it's a book stand. And I cannot wait to put them up because I feel like they are the most beautiful thing ever. One of them is a little bit broken, so I will have to fix it, but other than that, I just love them. And even though they were like 20 euros, I think it's so worth it. I don't know, like imagine them holding your books and you can read while drinking tea. I don't know, just best buy ever. And I cannot wait to categorize all of my thrift store finds from 2023, because everything will be cannot live without or best buy ever. So look forward to that, and I think this video should already be up by the time you see that one, but nevertheless I wanted to say it. But I'm so happy I found some cloth because I thought it would be perfect to sew a dress, like a really witchy fairy core kind of dress. So look forward to that. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Now I'm driving home. I'm freezing. I had to walk to my car. And yeah, then I will just read one of the books, like the book that I showed you a few hours ago. So see you home. Alright, I hope the camera keeps focusing on my face, because last time, yeah, it was not doing what I wanted it to do. I think there is dust inside of the lens, which is a bummer. I don't even know how it got in there, but I think this is like most of the time. it's just in there and you don't know like what exactly happened. But yeah, I hope I can get it repaired. But I thought I'm giving you an update on this weird little book right here. And in English, I think it is called Tress of the Emerald Green Sea, something like that. I will link it down below so you can check it out for yourself if you want to. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a little review of that book so far. I am halfway through, so this book has 530-ish pages, and I'm on page 250 or 260, so I am halfway through, as I said. The thing is, I don't know how I like it quite yet. It is a weird journey so far, let me say this. It is one of these books where you cannot really connect to the world, but you want to know what happens at the end. And I'm one of these people, I need to read the last page of a book to know like if I can read it or not. I know I'm guilty of that, but basically I know that like there is an happy ending, but still I want to know what's happening because it's quite interesting to read. As I said, I cannot really connect to the world. For example, the ocean in this world is not made of water. It's basically made of spores. I looked up that word. I don't know, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I have a hard time imagining like how this is working, and I need to understand things in order to kind of enjoy them. That's just my thing. And also, I'm one of these people, like when I read, I see the pages, like I imagine things like in a movie. So I'm basically having a little mind movie while I'm reading. And I have a hard time doing that with this book. So maybe that's just my thing, that I'm not like immersing myself enough into this world. Also, the author, I looked him up, and I think he's also like in the science fiction genre, which is also where I would put that book. It's like half fantasy, half science fiction. I love both of them. So yeah, I don't know. Right now it's like, do I like it? Yeah, but at the same time it's like getting like a little bit exhausting to read. And I will tell you a little bit about the story, so if you want to read it for yourself, go ahead. It's basically about Tress. She is the main character. She's this 18-year-old girl. She lives on an isolated island which no one is allowed to leave. So Tress has a friend, and this friend is named Charlie, and they fall in love with each other, which they are basically not allowed to. So one day Charlie is sent on a journey which he never returns from. And Tress obviously is heartbroken, and she sets her mind to go on a journey as well to find Charlie and bring him back home. So now she goes on this really like crazy adventure. She meets a speaking rat, she meets pirates, and that's also where I am at that book. She's still with the pirates. That's like the main portion of that book. I feel like being with the pirates, making her plan to like get to Charlie because she finds out where he is quite soon. But yeah, it's a weird little book. I enjoy it. At the same time, it's like, yeah, not really sure, but still I want to know like what Tress is going through until the end. So this is that little book. Yeah, I think now I'm just getting some coffee, and then maybe we go on a walk, and of course I will bring you with me. So I will see you then.